this video I'm going to show you guys how to add this player effect on your characters where he looks like he's on fire, and I'll also show you how to add fire to your environment. The main device used for this effect is the damage volume, so you'll need to grab that, and you also need to grab the power up gallery that looks like the french fries. I'm also going to add a player spawn right next to it just to show you for the tutorial. Just place them down. You want to set it to damage over time, 1 damage over time, and tick rate to 60 seconds because that's the slowest you can make it. You can't make it so it doesn't do damage to you, it'll have to do damage to your player. And you just grab the orb from the power up gallery, set it to red orange or orange. I chose orange for this one. Make sure it's on infinite so it won't turn off during the game. Make sure it's on glow, and time to respawn instant. I'd also turn the sound off. And you want to place it right on top of your spawn pad, so whenever the players spawn, they will have to collect it and they'll get the glow. Collect the orb, and now I have my orange glow, and then I'll walk into the damage volume, and that's where you'll start to see the fire effect. As you saw when I entered, I took 1 damage, and I'll show you how to make sure that doesn't happen. To make sure your player spawns with 100 health, you want to set your damage volume over the spawn pads so the player doesn't have to walk into it. So I spawn inside it so it doesn't do the tick of damage at the game start. It will still do 1 tick of damage every 60 seconds that I'm inside it though. Now I'm going to quickly build a little environment area out of lava and the dark rocks, just so I can show you what it would look like in an actual area of a map. Also added the burnt trees and the rubble with the lava inside of it. So now that I have my play area down, I can see that the damage volume is not covering the whole area. So what you have to do is make sure it does cover the whole area that the players would be. So now the damage volume covers the whole entire environment, which means when a player is up there, they will have the effect on. The next thing you'll need to do is get the players up to the play area from the spawn pad. So you'll need a teleporter and a pinball bumper. The only setting for the pinball bumper that I change is the side bounce to off. Everything else is fine. And you just want to place it right in the middle of the spawn pad so that it'll bounce you up into the ball and into the rift. And you just want to place the rift above the ball. And after you do that, you want to put a teleporter in the play area. So I'm going to start the game up, see if it worked. As you see, I'm teleported through the rift, but I don't have the glow. So I need to put the rift a little bit higher. As you see, if you don't want the glow, this effect still works good without it. But I think the glow effect looks even better. So since I didn't get the orb last time, I'm going to change it from collect on touch to collect on 0.5 and put it back where it was. And then I'm going to lift the rift up a tiny bit. So now you see you got the glow and you got the fire effect on, and it looks a lot better in this scenario than it did at the start with just the gray ground. Now I just set my island to nighttime, and I'm going to see how that looks. So now in this setting, it really stands out how you glow and are on fire. So that is it for setting the player on fire. Now I'm just going to show you a few ways to set your environment on fire. I made a tutorial on this a year ago and it's my second most viewed video, and it still gets a good amount of views today, so I thought I'd make an update because we've had a new particle gallery added. But this is the same bowl that I used in the last tutorial to make fire. You can just resize it however you want and hide it under the ground or behind a wall. And since the last video, this particle gallery came out, and it has a few nice looking fire elements. The only bad part is that some of the fire disappears when you get close to it, so I wouldn't use those for where players would get close to, but they work good for the background. This one doesn't disappear when you get close, so I'll use it. If you resize it too big, it'll get sparse and it'll look like that. And it'll have the flames spaced out a little bit, which doesn't look too good. I shouldn't have done it like that. I would have kept it closed. I'll grab this one, place it behind some of the rocks over here. This particle right here with the little dots like ashes make a really good effect on your fire area if you have one. And I went a little overboard with the fire, I think, so I'm just going to delete a few, then we'll see how it looks. Another particle you can use that could help with your fire theme is the smoke from the spooky particle gallery. I set it on top of the lava and set it to orange to make it look like it's floating a little more. And you can also set it to white and just use it as smoke from the fire. So that's all the fire effects I'm going to show you in this video. I think it turned out really nice and I hope to see you guys try it yourself. And now I just hopped into my latest map, which I use this effect. I'm just going to show you how I did it. Here's the damage volume, set to cover the whole entire map. And here I got the spawns. I like to put a tube around my spawns just so the players can't escape. And then here's the inside of the map. We got the boxes that the players will spawn in. I started the game, as you see I got my fire on and it looks really nice inside this ball. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope you guys actually use this little trick. I haven't seen anybody do it before. I'm sure someone has, but I personally haven't seen it yet. So I hope to see some maps with it in it.